Hello, I am Nimrat Kaur from FY BSc CE, and today I'll be discussing 4 microeconomic concepts, and I'll be explaining them using case studies through a video. The 4 concepts that I'll be explaining are indifference curve, the principle of more is better than less, more is better than less, diminishing marginal rate of substitution, and the concept of completeness. So an indifference curve shows combinations of two goods that give the consumer the same level of satisfaction. The principle of more is better than less means that other things being equal, consumers prefer more of a good to less of it. The diminishing marginal rate of substitution, or DMRS, means that as you get more of one good, you're willing to give up less of the other good to maintain the same level of satisfaction, which makes the ICs convex. The concept of completeness means that a consumer can always compare and rank any two bundle of goods, either preferring any one over the other, being indifferent between them. Thank you.
I love Modak. I can have one more. It's so good. I can have more. I think I can have one more. I was so thirsty. I feel good after having a glass of water. I feel good having a glass of water more. I think I can have more. I'm so full. I might puke.
Pari, so we know you love Modak. And would you be willing to give up 5 glasses of water for 2 units of Modak?
Yeah, because I love Modak.
Okay. So we know that MRS usually diminishes. The key idea is that MRS diminishes. As you have more of a good X, you're willing to give up more Y for more of X. And as we see in Pari's case, we know that if she'll keep consuming more Modaks, her MRS will decrease. But since she liked Modaks a lot, she still kept having it. That is the idea of more is better than less. And that is not how rational consumers behave. An IC curve shows different combinations of two goods that give a consumer the same level of satisfaction, meaning the consumer has no preference between the bundles on that curve. The slope of the IC is called the marginal rate of substitution, or MRS, which tells us how much of one good a consumer is willing to give up to get more of another while staying equally satisfied. The MRS typically diminishes. As a person consumes more of one good, they are less willing to sacrifice the other, which makes the IC convex to the origin. At first glance, this seems to conflict with the assumption that more is better than less, because an IC suggests the consumer is indifferent between bundles that may involve less of one good. The resolution is that while all bundles on a single IC provide the same satisfaction, higher indifference curves represent higher satisfaction levels. So, more of both goods is still preferred if possible, consistent with the more is better principle. So, after all these case studies, we observe two concepts, the DMRS and the principle of more is better than less, and how they conflict with each other. The DMRS shows that as a consumer gets more of a good, they are willing to give up less of the other good, which makes the IC curves flatten. This seems to conflict with the idea that more is better than less, because indifferent curves suggest that consumers equally satisfied with the bundles that may involve giving up a good. Thus, resolution is that DMRS applies along a single curve, equal satisfaction, while more is better applies across curves. Higher indifference curves always represent more satisfaction, so there is no real contradiction.